Hi, and welcome to Clappia. In this video, we will see how to configure SMTP settings in Clappia so that emails generated through Clappia workflows can be sent using your company's SMTP server. If you've set up your Clappia app to send email notifications, you might have noticed that the emails are sent from noreply@clappia.com. With SMTP settings, you can change this so that emails are sent from your own company email address, making them look more professional and aligned with your brand. Let's see how to do this with the help of an example. Now over here, I've created a small marketing tracker app where employees can submit their marketing plan for the company. Now in this app, when a user fills in all the details and then clicks on submit, I would like an email notification to be sent to the management. So I will have to set up an email workflow. For that, I will go to Design App. Over here, you can see all the earlier fields, which is in step 1 of Design App, where you first create the app structure. Now once you do this, go to step 3, which is workflows. Workflows are important if you want to incorporate your business process flow into your apps. So first I'll click on add step. Now for every new submission that is sent to this app, if I want an email notification to be sent, I'll select the email node and I can configure this node on the right hand panel. There is a separate video where the email node is talked about in detail. You can check that out. It is linked in the description. So first I will list the email address to whom the email needs to be sent. You can give in multiple addresses separated by comma. You can pull in field values that contains email addresses by typing in @. But for this example, I'll be giving in a single email address, which is mine. Next we have subject and then the body. Even in the subject and the body, you can pull up field values simply by typing in @ followed by the field name. I don't need any other configurations, but if you do, for example, if you need to attach some PDFs, you can do so. But for now, I'll simply go ahead and click on Save. Let's test this out. To check if an email notification will be sent for a submission, I will go to App Home and make a random submission. And then I'll click on Submit. Submissions can be viewed under the Submissions tab. If you're an app admin, you will be able to view all the submissions, and for your users, if they have the appropriate permissions. Now, since I've made the submission, I should be receiving an email notification in my inbox as I gave my email address. So let me just check that. I'll go to my inbox. And as you can see, I have received the email notification with the subject and the body that I had given. Now over here, you can see that I have also received the email from noreply@clappia.com. If you would like to change this, then you will need to change the SMTP settings in your Clappia workplace. To do this, I'll go back to my Clappia app, and in the Clappia dashboard on the left panel, I'll go to Workplace Settings. Then I'll go to Preferences and select SMTP. On the right panel, enable the option Configure SMTP Server. Once enabled, you will need to enter all the details. First, we have host. For example, if you have a Gmail account, for your company's email, you can enter smtp.gmail.com as per the example given over here. If you use another provider, enter the correct SMTP server address. Then we have port. Usually it is 465 or 587 for Gmail. Then it's the username. This should be the email address from which you want to send emails. Again, for the sake of example, I'll be giving in my email address. And finally, the password. Now, since I have used Gmail's SMTP server, I need to configure my Google account settings to allow these configurations and also to generate the password. Since Gmail blocks third-party apps from sending emails using just a password, we need to generate the app password that will allow Clappia to use Gmail's SMTP server securely. To do this, go to Google account settings. So I'll open a new tab and go to my Google account. On the left panel, go to Security, then scroll till you find two-step verification. It might ask you for your password, so give that in. Now in the two-step verification page, scroll till you find app passwords. Click over here and you'll be able to generate app passwords. First, give a name. Let's say I give in Clappia. Click on create. I will copy this generated app password and go back to the Clappia dashboard and paste it over here. Now I'll click on save. Please note that if you disable the SMTP settings for whatever reason and re-enable it again, you will have to input all the details and also regenerate the password again in your Google account. Alright, now I'll go back to the app and make another submission. Again, I've given some random details and I'll click on submit. Again, I'll check my inbox and I have received the email. And you can see it no longer says noreply@clappia.com, but it gives my email address as per the SMTP setup. Even if you are using the Clappia mobile app, any new submissions made, you will receive the email notification with the email address that you have configured in SMTP settings. Now, in case you're not able to receive emails or you're still getting them from noreply@clappia.com, or If you check your logs, which is this tab over here, you get that after you click on App Home. If you get any errors because of the email workflow node specified over here, then please note that it does take about 5 to 10 minutes for the SMTP to sync. So I'd suggest waiting for a while before you test it out immediately. You can also go back to your design app and go to workflows and resave the email workflow node simply by clicking on the email node, and on the right panel, click on the Save button. In case you are still facing some issues in configuring your SMTP settings, you can always reach out to Clappia's support team. So in this way, you can configure SMTP settings in your Clappia workplace to receive emails from your own email address instead of Clappia's default email. Again, if you have any queries regarding the configuration of the SMTP settings or on any other feature in Clappia, you can always raise a support request by clicking on the button over here, select the appropriate option that is convenient for you, and we'll get in touch. Thank you.